The speech title is, Did You Know You Learn When You Teach? An introduction for Toastmaster Padma. She's a founder member of Kaga Dasapura Toastmasters Club in Bangalore. She won a Triple Crown and a Pathbreaker Award last, and more likely, she'll be winning 2 Triple Crown and a Path Reader this term. She's also an area director, and she has specifically mentioned that she's aiming for DTM this year. All the best to you, Toastmaster Padma. Over to you for your speech.
I request if possible, we can come on video because this is humorous part. And if I don't see you guys smiling or giggling, I would fail. So thank you. How many of you have a mentor? Any aspect? Great. So how many of you have been a mentor? Wonderful. So we have both balance here, right? So tell me one thing. Alicia, have you learned being a mentor or have you learned being a mentee?
I've learned from both, being a mentor and a protege.
Fantastic. Yes, that's my point. A mentor is someone who will give that hope in you. And he will inspire you to grow further. That's what a mentor does. And I've had many. When I started working in 2004, I started at a technical support team. Back then, Dell International Services. Trust me, I did not know technical at all, even now. I did have a mentor then. All I used to do is put on my headset. Thank you for calling Dell. This is Sasha. How can I help you? And my customer would tell something, or whatever the problem is. I will type that to my mentor. And he will type the answer, and I will read that out to my customer. This went on for a while. Now, you tell me, would that be successful career at all? It wasn't. But my manager saw the passion in me. And then he told me, he walked up to me one day and spoke, Padma, you seem to have good communications. Not that you're not technical. Would you consider moving into customer care? I was like, wow, I was waiting for this. Because before that, when any of my customers used to scream and make noises for my technical ability, I used to put them on speaker and start laughing and giggling. That's what I used to do. So I wasn't getting anywhere. I was so pleased. I took up a role in customer care. And that conversation I had with my manager just before moving out from technical support is something which is really, really important. All he told me is, you have potential in you, just that you do not have potential in technical support. The confidence he had in me definitely worked, because in customer care, I was doing really good. I got 2 promotions within 6 months. What I thought, I'm going to go down the drain. Didn't stop there. My manager's encouragement in customer care, he just sent one email to the floor telling Padmavati, okay, that's my professional name, by the way, Padmavati has had 10 surveys and all her customers are happy. I didn't know about this. The day I saw that email go out to the entire floor, that added so much of confidence in me that, yes, I can do it all. And then on, there was no way to look back. That's what a mentor does to you. After this, in 2010, I had another person come into my life, a manager who was interviewing me. If you guys know this fancy niche role, which is AML KYC, that is what I was getting interviewed for. And that day, I did not know anything about AML KYC. All I did is research about the company, because that's the first thing you have to tick off when you go for an interview, right? Know about your future company. Goldman Sachs was a dream company for me to go work for. I did all research about Goldman Sachs and what is that I'm expecting out of Goldman Sachs, but little did I know what my role was. The title says, the job description says client onboarding. And my manager then was also my interviewer. He asked me, Padma, do you know what is client onboarding? 6 years of experience, I should make up something. I said, yes. So whenever anybody joins an organization, how we have the process of onboarding them, that is the same thing which we do here as well. Do you think that was the answer? Absolutely no. But I got my job. He hired me because he was inspired with one other statement which I made that day, which is I was a contingent worker in Goldman Sachs before, and that interview was for an employee. All I told him is, when I had my ID card, right below my name, there was contingent worker, but right now I just want to see my name. And that inspired him, and he gave me that opportunity. Ever since then till now, I haven't turned back from AML KYC. I've gone places thanks to him. This is a trust which people keep in you, and you will never let it down. Being a mentee was a graceful journey for me. Have I not failed? Yes, I have. I've told you the blunder I did in Dell Technical Support. But I'm still here, running towards my race in this career. Let's talk about Toastmasters Club. That's the most important of all. 2018, when I got back to Toastmasters Club, I gave my first speech almost after I don't know how many years, because back in school I was in Toastmasters Club. When I gave the speech, I saw two people sitting in the room and looking at each other and smiling. I lost my complete confidence. A little later, when the evaluation came through, I realized, okay, maybe they were laughing about something else. Why should I bother that? Ever since then, there was no looking back for Toastmasters Club as well. These small incidents of our life can make such big impacts. In the technical support job, had I been drowned, I didn't have a degree then. Trust me, I wouldn't have been where I am today if not for Shivakumar Vishwanathan's, he was my first mentor, for his belief in me. I wouldn't have been where I am today if not for Arun Kirpadathil's belief in me when I still gave the wrong answer. This is what is mentoring, and that becomes for lifetime. Please, I urge all of you to have a mentor, and I also double urge all of you to be a mentee. So mentor is a brain to pick, a ear to listen, and a push in the right direction, which I have got. Hope you would push someone as well. Over to you, Team of the Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Padma, for that lovely speech. And it immediately reminded me of my initial days when I joined Marine Parade Toastmasters Club. What wonderful mentors we have, and what wonderful mentees are there in Marine Parade that who are willing to learn so much. The mentors who are willing to give away so much. So I'm sure all of us have our own unique and good experiences of being a mentor and being a mentee as well. Thank you for sharing your story.